Hello and good evening. I'm Phase Motion, and tonight we're going to hop into Fabledom, and we're going to play a new seed. My kitty cats are very excited about a live stream, looking at sniffing the
He
microphone and
couldn't.
that sort
I
of
don't
stuff.
want to spoil the ending. but
Fabledom was a new
it's-
game that
it's
was
not a
released
happy
yesterday by Dear Villagers and Do Yo-Yo Games. It's pretty good, easygoing, laid back, not too stressful. This is the seed we're going to hit. I'm going to pick this land, I think, and we're going to call it Fuzili. It's a large realm, medium ocean, normal hills, but with a nice dense forest. And it's hopped right in. Gonna skip the intro, done that a few times already. Nice graphics in this game. Got a nice style to it. You can share the seeds, so you can share it with friends and family and people you like to play with. Not really sure what the state of play with multiplayer is at the moment. There's my cat deciding to jump up at the microphone. She loves it when I'm playing. Middle mouse button to rotate and to tilt the camera. Right click to pan.
Where were we?
Gives us 10
Oh, yes.
gold.
Our kingdom began with little more than a humble laborer's
Okay, let's
hut.
take a lay of the
Now,
land.
where did that go again? Let's
Gonna
see
focus
here.
on starting out near the trees to start with, I think. So let's build ourselves a road. Start down here, nice and simple. Going to keep fairly close to the objectives. Labourer's hut. Stick it there. We're going to have a road that kind of goes up from the bottom here towards the top of the square, and let's assign a single labourer. Start out by building some houses. I'll just rotate. And I guess we're going to go directly up that way, so let's place a house and then drag out the house. Whoop, didn't want to do that. Let's cancel that. Actually, we can cancel the whole lot by that. Okay, let's rotate and place it there. And then we're going to go out in this direction, 2x3 grid. Every house can hold up to 3 people at the moment, I think it is. And let's extend this road up here a bit more. So it's our first homestead being built. You want to focus fairly early on with building houses. It looks like it's the primary way of generating taxes, which is income. And let's build that one. Every homestead has a head of household, and it looks like that head of household doesn't really work anywhere else. So basically, for every homestead that you build, that can hold 3 people, you're losing 1 person from the workforce.
This is where your fablings live and eat. A head of household is required for the homestead to operate smoothly. Now, make sure one has been assigned, won't you?
So now we have 2 homesteads, which is 6 people. I'm going to build 1 more, I think. Build out in that direction. And then if you look here, basically we have 4 squares. So that means that we can drop another road. I think we'll probably drop a road along the outside edge. There we go. Automatically it assigns the attachments. And you can randomize them when you create a new homestead. So there's the next bit of cash. Now we have to build a well. Basically you want the well to be pretty close to your houses that you're building. So we're going to build it kind of here, I think, up a little bit more, because we want to cover the next homestead that we're going to be building above this group. We could also build it here, which will then cover a few more. Let's do that. That might not have been the best of places. Let's demolish that one and let's put it... let's see. Let's put it up here. There you go. Build a lumber camp. And we want that to be overlapping as many trees as is possible. So that looks pretty decent, I think. We're not going to worry about decorations at the moment because there's an objective coming up for building decos. And then if we bring our mouse pointer up to the top bar, we can see what the happiness is, what the current population is, as well as when the next influx of people will be. There's no incoming people at the moment. And then this coins stack here shows us what our expenditure is and what the income is. So we have plus 13 every iteration. The next payment is in 1 day.
Ah, finally! Here come our first newcomers. As long as you keep your population happy, more will want to join. Well, as long as there is room,
I'm going to assign a new person to the neighbours camp now, which will build stuff a little bit faster. And let's claim that objective. Okay, while that is working, I'm just going to make sure that I'm sharing the link to this stream. And how do I do that? Still finding my feet with how streaming actually works. So I'm not exactly sure how that side of things operates. Let's have a look. Yeah, I can grab that there. I don't want to report it, and I don't really want to play it. God damn it. Okay, I think that does it. And let's stick that on Discord. Pretty sure there's a bot that will help with this. Where is... how does that work? Okay, that's the link for Twitch. And where's the link for YouTube? There you go. Okay, that's the paperwork done. Now, where were we? We can build a farm. So far it looks like the farms work, but they're kind of a little bit weird in how they operate. So we'll drop a farm, and then basically you don't want to kind of max out what you're growing on the farm. So here we're going to do half, 21 of 40. Build that out. And we're at 6 of 9, which basically means we're going to get 2 new people. The newcomers arrive in 4 days. Build a farm, 25 vegetable crops. So we've got 21. I'm going to add a few more. We need 4 more. May as well go out on that row, and then we should be good. And then once that's built, we can assign a farmer. That's pretty much done. Okay. Grab those coins. And we need to assign a woodcutter, which is done. Now it's the decorations that I mentioned just now. So let's, I'm not really sure what these do. I would guess that would make a place kind of more attractive and that sort of stuff. But I don't see anything in the tooltips. Let's do a bathroom. And what else can we do? Nothing much else unlocked at the moment. Can't put that inside. Let's put that there. We can always demolish and move it later. Okay, now we have to reach the milestone hamlet. Okay, next milestone hamlet is for 10 people. So it's going to be about, let's see, 5 maybe. I can't remember how often new people turn up. Okay, got new people, so let's throw them on the farm. And now we're going to need to build a road. Going to build the road along the outside edge here, because when we expand, at some point we're going to expand in the direction to the east, and therefore this road will then make more sense. 8 of 9, so we need more accommodation. Okay, build that one. I don't know if you build over trees, whether that adds to your wood. Let's take a look. So we've got 140 wood. Building here. I'm going to cut down the trees. No, it doesn't add to your wood by the look of it. So that's going to add capacity for 6 more people. Got 8 days for this to be built. So that's looking pretty good. So I'm going to speed up time a little bit.
Well, it looks like some newcomers will arrive soon. But there's no available housing. To see how many days are left until the next arrival, hover over the population icon at the top of your screen.
Already way ahead of you, Bubba. Okay, now if you look here above this house, you see a kind of a little symbol. That basically means that it is missing water. So look at the desirability, and it's missing out on a well. So we can fix that problem. So the trick here is finding the right place where it kind of gives us the right coverage. Pretty much the same as you see in most builders. So now we have capacity for 15 people, and we have our next batch of people. 2 more people arriving in 3 days. And then if you click on each of the homesteads, in the right hand corner towards the bottom, desirability, you can see what the desirability score is. The more desirable it is, the more people want to live there. $72 days worth of food. How are we doing at the lumber camp? Can't add more people yet. What do they call them? Fabledoms. Okay. 2 more bodies. We're now a hamlet. Got 50 coins. We can build an inn, stone camp, coal maker, granary, and a forester. Coal maker is pretty important in wintertime. The homesteads use coal. This is also something else that's pretty useful. So on lumber camps you can add a forester. Go to attachments, click on the attachment. We're going to add a forester building to it, and that will then replant the trees. I made a mistake in one of the playthroughs where I didn't add a forester early enough, and I kind of ran out of wood. Pain in the ass. So we need a stone camp. So let's take a look. Do we have any stone here? Yes, got a bit of stone up here. So let's build a stone camp. This diminishes the desirability of the area by -5. And the stone camp kind of has to overlap, as you can see here. Let's place that one there, and then extend our road from where we were before up into the corner. Cute little game. You can zoom in quite a lot. See little bodies running around. There's the outhouse, little chicken coop. The dog house. I don't know if there's any in the dog house. Is he a doggy? No. I kind of like to have things zoomed out a bit. And if you look here at the inn, this adds +5 desirability to an area. So if we built this near the stone camp, it would cancel out that -5 that we had just now. So the stone camp has finished construction, so let's add somebody to it. With the stone camp selected, you can see the area of effect for that negative desirability. Excuse me, got a bit of a cold still. Get some new bodies in 1 day. We've got 5 spaces at the moment. So that's going to add 2. So we can wait essentially kind of 2 cycles until we have to build more housing. And now it is asking us to build a stockpile, which is under resources. Stockpiles take 4 squares. So let's place that here. No, we don't. That's not a good place for it. Let's try here. Fairly central to the village. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Having stockpiles relatively close to producers, like a lumber camp or a farm, helps with reducing the travel time. Okay. Stockpile is being built. That will complete that objective.
This can't be right. It seems you got a letter from a secret
We
admirer.
have a love letter from Agnes. Ciao, Bella. The Harvest Princess. Okay, and like most buildings, you have to assign someone to the building for it to become active. Otherwise it becomes inactive. Which you can use. Sometimes you can turn buildings off to save cash, essentially upkeep. Now it's teaching us to use the overview. Let's bring up the overview menu, locate, look at the info, and then assign to the workplace using the overview menu. So let's go to workplaces. You can look through the list. So here we see the farm has 2 of 3 possible people, and we can assign someone here to the farm itself. If there is nobody assigned, you see a red exclamation mark under status. Let's add this unemployed person to the farm, and that then completes that objective. Now it's asking us to expand our territories. The first territory you buy is kind of discounted. It's going to cost you 100 rather than 200 later on. So we're going to look for something that has stone and a decent number of trees. You can only buy to northeast, west and south. You can't buy diagonally. Let's accept those visitors while we're here. And we're going to need to build some more housing. So I'm going to pause it. I'm going to take a look at these territories. This one here is a decent number of trees. It's got a ruin, a pig herd, which we'll need a bit later, but not necessarily now. You need to expand your settlement to, I think there's something like a small town. This has sheep and less trees. This has fish, iron, and trees. And that has trees and stone. So for now, I think I'm going to go with this one. Because it has the highest number of trees, which is what you need most at first wood. It's also got a ruins, which we can use it in the not too distant future when we have a hero. It's got a big pig herd, so we can have a pig farm, and it's got stone. I think that's probably the best bet for us at the moment. And we can claim 50 gold. So essentially this new territory only cost us 50 gold. Now it's asking us to build an inn and to assign an innkeeper. But before we do that, I'm going to build a new house. Because very shortly we're going to have more people. Let's have a look. In 10 days. And I want to make sure that we always have enough space for the 2 hot bodies that will arrive. And now we can take a look at the inn, which is under amenities. It takes 75 gold. At the moment we have 56, going to get plus 30 in 5 days. So this is where you notice that the income from taxes happens at a different frequency to new people turning up. And from what I've seen so far, it looks like you get 2 tax incomes for every one for every one cycle of new population. Excuse me, that's my kitty cat, Mama, being a pain in the ass, wanting attention. I think she wants to have her own stream. You want your own channel? Yeah? She doesn't like it when she hears me talking and it's not talking to her. Okay. So we've got 5 days until we get our next tax income. So we can wait it out a bit. There's no rush. Now, this game is not about getting stressed out by doing everything immediately. It's about having your own pace. Let's see how our little Fabelings are doing. Let's check the overview list. See where people are lacking. I'm going to assign first to... We have vacancies in the stone camp and the lumber camp. I'm going to assign to the lumber camp first because you go for a lot of wood initially. So we have 4 gaps, which is 2 cycles of new recruits. Now most of our expansion is going to be from south to north, so we're going to grow up in this direction. Just looking at the roads. Maybe if we build a road up here. There's an upkeep cost. The reason I'm doing it now is because we're going to have a new lumber camp soon, I think. And I want to do it up here where all these trees are. Check out overview list again. Nobody's unemployed. Days until we have some more cash. 3 days until we have new people. I'm going to speed things up a touch. Got a decent stockpile of food for 63 days. Take a look at our water situation. Accept those visitors. Completed the taxes objective, which is nice. Use our overview then to assign people. So lumber camp first. And then as I mentioned before, because the homesteads, they have a head of household, you lose 1 person for every homestead. Water coverage is looking pretty decent at the moment, so we can put some homesteads over on this left hand side of the road and also over here on the right. 6 days until we have more people, and then 1 day until we have a bit more cash. So we have 2 objectives now. One is preparing for winter, one is bringing joy. So I'm going to focus on preparing for winter first. So that's resource production, coal maker. And we want to bring this down close to our wood mill, our lumber yard. Keep it fairly low. And then we kind of build these coal makers down here in the bottom corner. Because they have a negative desirability, we want to minimize that impact as much as possible. I'm not sure we have anybody to staff it yet. here under the info tab, you see the coal maker, and there's basically it's closed. So once we hire a worker, it will be open. Okay, 2 new people. Now we are a small village. We can have nobility. We've got some coins, we've got a messenger guild, sawmill, and a new crop type. Wheat. So let's slow things down. Pause it a moment. Storage full. Okay, so the farm storage is full, and this one's closed, the coal maker, because we haven't assigned anybody to it yet. So assign Isabella. And let's take a look at this farm. We are 150 in the storage, so fully maxed out. Do we have a storage facility? There's the stockpile. Let's have a look. It's only half full at the moment, but it looks like it can't hold food. But we can build a granary. So let's build this granary somewhere pretty close to the farm itself. There we go. And then it's going to handle the situation of the farm being full of food. What else can we build? A messenger guild. So put it on play. So we still have an objective for building an inn. Let's build that one first. And we want to expand our housing. So I'm looking to build it in a place where it's going to have the maximum impact on where we're going to grow into. So I'm going to build it about here. If we go lower, that will also cover the houses we have at the moment, but there's a huge swathe down south, which is basically production buildings. So it's not going to have as much impact as maybe we would like. So we're going to bring that here. Maybe I'm just trying to see where it has the most. Yeah, it's just there. I think there's going to be good. Check our overview list. See where we have vacancies. We can drop somebody in the stone camp, but for now I'm going to leave that person unemployed because we're going to drop them into the inn when that's finished being made. Somebody's in the coal maker, so that's good. And we got preparing for winter, which is storing 50 vegetables in the granary. That's my kitty cat, Mama. Mama, basta così. Entschuldigung, sorry. She's a little bit needy at the moment. So our farm is still full, but that's going to change once we have the granary up and running. We need to assign a worker. Now the granary is going to become active, and we should see that exclamation mark disappear in a second. Or two. There we go. Mama, basta. Okay, so the store 50 vegetables in the granary is done. That's good. Just waiting for the coal. Okay, this is where wood is really important. The coal maker kind of goes through quite a lot. 2 pieces of wood produces 1 piece of coal. And we're starting to go through our stockpile a bit. So I'm going to first of all check on the housing situation.
Ah, the trusty
Mama!
Inn. Oh, a personal favorite. I've got some stories for later. Anyway,
Okay,
the
build
inn
that
adds
house.
happiness to its
A
surroundings.
little bit behind.
The
We
happier
should be
your
okay.
kingdom is, the more newcomers it will attract.
Still waiting, so we need the next newcomer drop before we can assign somebody to the inn. Mama, basta così! Ay, Maya. And I think we need to think about more housing. Let's take a look at water. Okay, I think we need to build more housing. Let's build it up here on this road. There we go. That should give us a bit of a buffer. That means now we can accept 6 more people, and we'll get 4 more workers out of it. We get 2 new people every population cycle. So it's going to cover us for 3 cycles. And we can't assign the innkeeper yet until we get that next drop. Let's speed things up just a touch. So the homestead is done. Okay, new visitors. Come on. And assign to the inn. And let's check out overview. Stone camp is still missing 1 person, but we're doing fairly okay for stone at the moment. Let's claim these objectives. Okay, coal is still a thing for us. Got some new decorations we can build, which I'm not going to worry about at the moment. But I will build another lumber camp. And we're going to put it up here somewhere pretty high. It looks like a reasonable coverage. It's not perfect. Oh, they should work. Let's build that on. Aha, world event, pesky ferries. So here basically you have 3 options. Let you think about it. Basically kicks the can down the road. But you do still have to decide before the end of the event. You can ignore the problem, but then there's a 25% chance crops will die, or you can pay the tax. I'm going to pay the tax. And that's going to help a lot with our wood production. And then once it's built, straight away we're going to build a forester camp. No, we need 50 gold for that. So it's 5 days from now. That lumber camp is closed until we have more people. Here's the ruins that we can explore once we have a hero. And there's another stone deposit that we can use for a, what is it called, stone camp. And then while we're here, we're just gonna, let's claim that one. Extend our road just a little bit. Out here. Okay, so now we need to, next objective, we need to build planks. To build planks, we need, what is it, a sawmill. That's 100 gold that we don't have at the moment. Before we spend the 100 gold there, I want to add to the lumber camp and add the forester. because I want to make sure we get more trees being planted. Okay, 2 new hot bodies. Secret Santa. Okay, Secret Santa. This got me a couple of times until I actually understood what was going on. So here we're going to have a gift. Once we accept the gift, we have to place that gift somewhere down for it to actually be realized. I'm going to put that over there. And that acts as a kind of storage container for that item type. So we've got some coal, and that gives us 30 coal. We did get some gold, so let's now add that forester here. And let's make sure we have somebody assigned to that camp. So it looks like it is going okay. You've got 69 wood at the moment, but coal is an issue. So we only have 13 coal, even after that that gift. So we're going to need multiple coal makers. But for that we also need people. And it's 6 days until we have more people. Okay, let's build another, what is that called? Coal maker. Down here on the corner, out of the way, close to our stockpile, and close to this lumber camp. And then by the time that's finished being built, 3 days, we have more people coming. And then we can throw one of those people into that facility. Going to need to throw somebody else into that lumber camp up north as well.
Looks cold out there. Oh look, my wand has shrunk.
Okay. There's the coal maker. It's done. 2 days until we have people. Got another secret Santa. 75 vegetables. So this is another building that we have to drop. The first building we dropped just now with coal has disappeared. So I'm going to put that one in the same place. Maybe I should have put it a bit closer to the granary, but yeah. So add one of the people there. And one of the people up here on the lumber camp. So now we're at capacity for people. I'm going to check our water situation. It looks good. Need to build another house. So we're going to build this just here. Grow the yard. I don't quite have enough coin yet. That's okay, you can build some of those things early. And then just wait until you have the right coin. You don't have to leave the panel open. You can come off that, right click, click back on the homestead, and then you can build it later. Or hit the build button later. So we're going to build one of them there, and we're going to do the same on this side over here. So we've got 2 buildings that we still have to complete, and hit the buy button, or the build button. And we're going to get more coins in one day. Oh, there you go. Let's build that. 5 days until we have new people turning up. And if you click on one of the homesteads, you see that the desirability is now 8. Because we have an inn nearby, that gives us +5. Got 2 wells. And then we have an outhouse nearby as well. So all of those are 8. This is only 5 because there's no outhouse. Where is the outhouse? Just here. I guess it has a range. It's not being shown on the screen. But we can probably add another decoration. There. Try not to add too many decorations because it does impact the upkeep cost. Doesn't look like that outhouse has changed anything yet. No. Not really sure what's going on there. So we have 26 of 27 in terms of population. So we're going to need to build another house, another homestead. Let's drop that baby just here and expand it there. It's short of the old cache. We have 4 days and 8 days. Oh, we still have that one that we've not done yet as well. I forgot to do that one. If we did, let me take a look. What's going on here? Outhouse. Let's demolish that. Okay. Now we can build this one. There you go. Looks like you're getting resources back, including cash, when you demolish buildings. Not really sure how we do fishing yet, but that might just be that it's at a later stage when we've reached a certain size. Once we hit 30 population, we become a village. But I do think we're probably going to need another farm soon. This is looking like 42 days worth of food. Five days and 5 days. Let's see about another farm. I don't want to put it too close to those trees because then we'll lose. Yeah, we'll lose the land. We do want more trees. I'm not going to build wheat crops yet. Wheat crops are great, but to actually use the wheat, you need a windmill and you need a bakery. So there's 2 extra buildings that you need to build before you can actually use the product from the fields themselves. So we're going to focus first on one of those pumpkins. Yeah. And let's start with the attachments. So let's put cover there. Arrows occupied. Okay. I'm going to start with something like that. So welcome the visitors. The more you build for farms, the more attachments you have, the higher the cost. We can drop some of these off and it will reduce the cost.
Oh no, I really like that building.
So it's down to 90 now. You can add them later, so don't get too stressed about it. 85, there we go. And let's check our overview list. According to this, we have 2 unemployed people. Let's think, this order by name, lumber camp. I'm going to throw one of them in the lumber camp. Guy John, that's it. You're a lumberjack now. And we're going to keep one person by to work on the farm. There we go. And with the next coin drop, we're going to get 51. And we need another homestead. Can't do that at the moment. That brings it down to 53. Yeah, that should be okay. Let's build that one. I'm not really sure what impacts the size of the homestead is. It appears that they can handle 3 people, kind of regardless of the minimum size. Okay, let's have a look at our wells. Make sure we're covering the land. We're kind of at the limit now. So if we expand any further up or across, we're going to need to add another well. Let's have a look what that would look like. Oh, we can't do that. We need minimum 25 coin. And I think, let's have a look, lumber camp, forester. That's the area that covers. So I think we're going to kind of go out in this direction. We'll keep this part for the farm and then use this part for the housing. But if we're going to do that, we will need to build a road. And let's have a look. We don't have enough coin at the moment to build a road. Ah, but we're a village now. So now we can build a windmill, stone quarry, which turns the stone into stone bricks, and a hero quarters. Okay, and we have a bit of cash, so let's take a look. Yeah, that's occupied at the moment, as is that. Let's demolish this one. And we're going to build a road. Let's see, this way, I think. All the way to the edge. And then once that's done, we are going to look at a well. We can build it a little bit without dropping another well. I want to have the well kind of more up this way because it will give us more coverage. But we're okay for a homestead at the moment. We can do one more cycle without. But we do need to build a production, which is a sawmill. And that has -5 desirability. So let's find a place out of the way. That's going to impact these houses just here. I don't really want to do. Let's put it there. It kind of limits our growth a little bit. These houses built in this area are going to be undesirable or less desirable, but we might be able to offset that. Okay, food production, windmill. Yeah, we can't do the bakery yet or the pigsty. Going to be a town or a big village before we do either of those. We can do a stone quarry. Let's have a look. It's got a pretty big area of impact, and that needs a large stone deposit, which we don't really have at the moment. What else? Oh, we can build the hero quarters. That's 200 gold though, which is a lot. Messengers Guild. Where is that? Oh, there you go. That's 100. 2 new visitors. Let's welcome those people. We're at 32 of 33, so we need more housing. I'm going to focus on the housing first. Because that's more critical. Let's build that one. And then let's build another one just here. There you go. Okay, that's going to cover us off for a bit. And then let's take a look at the Messengers Guild. What is that? Oh, it's a farm. We can expand. Let's put someone else in the farm. Expand into that slot. And maybe these 2 slots as well. And now, got a bit more we can do here. There you go. Okay, what is this? What event? Beggars need your attention. They need 35 food. This type of world event will have an impact on your nobility. So this crown thing here. Let's have them up. Let's get our nobility up as much as possible. Apparently it's a currency that you can use, but I've not yet seen a real use for it. Okay, we're looking okay for accommodation. Let's see what we can touch. A couple of chickens. There's a beehive. Stone camp. It's quite cute, especially if you zoom in a little bit. Mama, basta. Can't really see inside the pub. It'd be nice if you could zoom all the way in. But you can see the area of effect that it has. So we're kind of, this is the central point that I'm using as an anchor. And we're going to build around here. It will offset the sawmill a bit. This is an overlapping area. That's looking pretty good. We need 100 gold before we can do the Messengers Guild. We need to assign someone here. Okay, let's check our overview list. I kind of lost track of that for a moment. How many unemployed? 1 unemployed. Stone camp I'm going to keep just at 1 still. And let's assign this person to the farm. Food is good. The more stockpile we have, the better. How's our granary looking? Almost half full. Work on these people. 1 or 2 more bodies. How many unemployed? Just 1. Let's see. Where do we need someone? The stone camp, yes, but I think I'm going to go with the Messengers Guild first. And I'm going to build it over here. I think. Or maybe there. It doesn't have a positive or negative impact to the desirability. So I may as well plonk it with other stuff. That's kind of more low desirability. 34 to 39 people, so we're looking pretty good. Big village is the next milestone, 42 people. Got a ways to go before that, so there's 8 more people left. We'll get 2 per cycle, so it's going to be about 50 days, I think. Reasonable stockpile of coal. And wood is looking a bit low. Let's have a look. Lumber camp. Maybe another lumber camp would be a good idea. Let's have a look. Something which is gonna kind of give us the right coverage. See here, it would be pretty lacking. And we don't want it to overlap with an existing camp too much. That's not great. That's not great either. Let's have a look over here. Something like this would be better. Maybe if we pop it up a little bit and carry on with the road around the boundary. Idea of it. Maybe more in. Something like that. Okay, build that one. And then making a road will make it a bit more accessible. There you go. I'm still figuring out the roads a little bit. I think a crossroad is going to be needed at some point. We want to leave space. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Here. Something like this. And then basically we can fill this this section up with homesteads. Okay, the sawmill is going. Lumber camp is done. Assign somebody. Don't have enough coin yet. Lumber camps are pretty critical, so I'm going to make sure all of those are as full as possible. 3. And no, before I do that, I'm going to check the messenger guild. It's not even been started yet. What am I missing for that? Got the stone, short of wood. So let's assign this person to this lumber camp. There you go. And then take a quick look around, check for any icons above buildings. Got a bit of cash, 36 of 39, so let's build another house. There we go. Okay, cool. Good stockpile of, what? What was that? It said closed for some reason. Okay, 49 days of food. Gonna need to build another farm at some point soon. What is that, a 4x4? Maybe somewhere like here. How's the granary looking? Okay, we're 3/4 full. So maybe a farm here we can expand into this land, and then maybe a granary up here. No active missions. And we need to assign someone to the Messengers Guild when we get on next. Oh, speak of the devil. Okay. So we've got the planks, got the guild, and we've assigned a messenger. Now we have an event. And we can give some refugees a place to live, but it's going to cost us a bit of cash. Let's have them straight away. That's going to bring us up to 40 or 42. Let's build another house. And there we go. Just want to make sure we have enough buffer space. Looks like the next cycle of people, we will then upgrade to a big village. So we can select a different realm to view. So we can look over here, we can look over there. It's going to cost us 50 gold. I'm going to wait a little bit for that. Okay, how's our stockpile doing? Okay, it's looking okay. Not super utilized. That's gone down a little bit, but that's okay. 7 days we get 2 more people and we get some more cash in 2 days. Income is looking pretty good. And then if we look at the territory map, as you can see, it's going to be 200 for our next chunk of land. Bob Baskin, who's that? Looks like a bandit. I'm not sure what that is. Never seen that before. But this one has a decent number of trees and has a large stone deposit, which is something that we need. So we're probably going to go east at that point. And before we forget, let's add ourselves the forester camp. And I'm just going to replant those trees for us. A little bit worried about the lumber income from this area. We may have to move it. Trouble is, I'm not really sure where to move it to. Yeah, the only place that I can see is going to be either up here around the ruin or down here in this bottom corner. Looking across the border, we're going to expand east, won't we? Maybe we'll wait until we get that chunk of land. Okay, 4 days and 4 days. Let's speed things up a touch. Check for unemployed people. And then look at our overview. Stone Camp still has 1 person missing. But I'm going to assign them to the Messenger Guild, because that's something we do need to do. And our stone is looking reasonable at the moment. Got a reasonable stockpile of coal. Two more people. Yay! Oh, excuse me. Big village. Chunk of cash. Stone masonry. Bakery and a street theatre. So now we have everything we need to turn grain into bread, but we still need to build those buildings. Let's start first with working on the world map. Let's try here, down here. Send a messenger. Let's check for unemployed. 2 unemployed people. So I think now we can assign one to the stone camp. Henry and are they twins? Same name. Okay, that's looking good. What do we have here? Stone masonry. I think stone masonry. That's kind of, it bit me a little bit before. I didn't have one of those set up. But that's -5 desirability. So let's see, we want to expand in that area. We have a road for them there. I don't really want to build a road for the sake of it. Maybe down here. something like this. And then expand our road across. We can also build a street theatre, which is +5 desirability, but it's 100 gold. We don't have the cash yet to spend on that. Got one unemployed person, and we can put them over here. Okay, let's speed things up. Four days and 4 days. One day left on the mission. Aha, chapter 2, meet cute. Who's this? Agnes. Hey, ciao, Bella. Oh, we can give her some vegetables, so click on the icon. Flirt outrageously. And give her a wave. Okay, claim that gold. And now let's take a look at her. So if we, where is it now? Press the information button, and it tells you the things that she likes as gifts. So a flower farm, crops which are tulips, and a laurel wreath. We don't have any of those at the moment. I'm not actually sure if we can see them here. Where's the log bench? Let's get the visitors. Not really seeing anything here. Gardens. Maybe on the military essentials, maybe? No. Resource production. Ah, is it something more flowery? No. Nothing there and nothing there. So I'm not really sure what that part is. It's still early access, so it may just be that it's not available yet. Let's keep an eye on our population. We need to build another house. Let's build them here. Okay. Look at our resources, they're looking pretty good at the moment. We do need to build a hero quarters at some point, but that's 200 gold. And I don't really see that as being super critical. Wood is looking okay. But our plank production is not great. Not great at all. I'm a little bit worried about wood, really. I don't have a problem with my wood, but I would like to harvest more wood and have a better stockpile. It can't hurt the plank production. So let's see what we can do here. A lumber camp. I want it over here. Something like that, maybe. We can bring the road along like this. Not go too far. There you go. What are we doing for employment? Got a homestead being built. Got 2 unemployed people. Take a look at the overview. storage is full on this lumber camp. Yeah, I'm going to need to build a stockpile, I think. There you go. Oh, short of cash though. Oh, there you go. Not really sure how things get moved from stockpiles elsewhere, but I think we're going to look to cut down the journey time a little bit by building a road. What are we looking at here? Yeah. So I think we can build another road here to here, which will give us a little bit, I think, a little bit faster movement of resources. Got space for 4 people, and our next upgrade is to a small town at 60. I'm not really sure how we deliver gifts. Let's take a look. World map. Can we send another expedition? Oh, it's 100 gold. How do we send a gift? Send a messenger. Trade requires embassy, missions require embassy. And then for the others, I think I can only see one other place that we can send to. I'll quick click around. This is us. That's the one we found so far. So we need 100 gold. I'm going to save my money. Speed things up a bit. Which will hopefully deal with our problem here. Got a lumber camp. Need to assign a worker and also to the stockpile. Let's work on those people. What's this? Storage is full on this granary. Ah. So we need another one. Food granary. Let's put that there. Relatively close to, it's not super close to that farm. Let's think, we're probably going to grow a farm out here, so let's bring it over here. This might be a good place to plant a grain farm. It's winter time. This is when things become a little bit tricky because of the cold. We have a problem with water, so we need to build a well. But we are short of cash. Let's have a party, but it's going to cost us 100 coin. Jesus Christ! What are you serving at the party? Caviar? Okay, so let's think on this. And there's a timer that's associated with that. You have to tick it off before the timer, otherwise the kind of worst option is picked. Let's check our overview list. Stone missionary, you've got 1 unemployed. Let's just double check. There's nowhere else that has 0. Okay, let's put Isabella there. And that's going to start turning some of the stone into stone blocks, which we'll need it shortly. I think on the next batch of people, we need to assign another person to that stone quarry and potentially build another one over here. We've got 4 days left on this festival idea. Need 100 coin. And let's see, when do we get more people? Let me think on this. 2 days. There's still a chance that we can do it. This will basically give us a buff and make people happy. To be honest, I have no idea what that translates into. I've not really seen any massive impact in terms of resources produced and that sort of stuff, but whoa. Gonna need to build a bit more housing as well soon. Let's welcome these people, slow things down a touch. Let's accept and do this party. Increases happiness, but like, what does that really mean? Not to get metaphysical, but like, does that actually translate into something that makes everything better? Not so. So one thing to note is that crops don't grow in wintertime. You have to live off what resources you have stockpiled. This granary has nothing in, but we also don't have a person, so we've got a person in there now, and that should start changing. Let's check the employment. We've got one unemployed. I'm going to stick them into the stone place, I think. Or the lumber camp. Let's have a look. It's not really helpful, that sorting there. Stone camp, 2 of 2. Okay, so we're only really short of people in the lumber camp, aren't we? Yeah. Okay, William. Off you go, mate. Make us proud. Okay. Housing. Housing is an issue. Housing is an issue because we don't have cash. And we've got 7 days. So let's speed things up until we get our next cash deposit, which should allow us to build another homestead. Oh bugger, I need to build a well as well. Yeah, we're short on wells. So let's slow things down. Build a homestead first. Okay, build that. And then the next thing we're going to build is a well. So we need 25. Looking pretty good. Don't see any snowmen, do you? These guys don't really know how to have fun. No snowman, no snow angels, no skiing. Hey, Maya. So, what are we doing? Homestead's being built. So waiting on the resources. Got enough wood for it. I'm hoping it will be ready in time, 3 days. Let's speed things up a bit. Next cash drop, we need to build a well. Let's find a well. Where's our well? One over here. Yeah. Gonna need a well around here, I think. But nobody's freezing, so we've got enough coal, which is good. Nobody's died, which is even better. Okay, let's welcome those people. And let's look to build a well over here. Make sure we cover that upper part. Maybe something like this. Let's try that. I think we miss out on that house though. What's the upkeep cost? 3. Okay, let's skip that for now. Check unemployment. Got 1 person unemployed. Where do we have gaps? Doesn't automatically stay at the top when you reopen the page, which doesn't help much. I'm looking mostly okay, but there's the lumber camp here that has a gap. There we go. That's going to help with the wood production. Okay. So once these wells are built, I think we're probably ready to start on building a grain farm. Maybe down here. And then we can, we've got a granary here, so that kind of makes that easier. This granary is being underutilized. And then we can have the windmills around here, or maybe down here. Housing is an issue. Another house. Got enough cash. There we go. Build that. I want to make sure we don't miss a cycle. Uh-oh. The curse of the witch, which will basically transform your people into skellywags. Look at that guy. Hello. Slightly bizarre. But yes. And they basically eat more during this time, as you'd expect, because they have no tummies. Okay, let's check our water situation. That's looking okay. This one's lacking water, but the rest are looking good. Can handle 2 more cycles. So 2 more people. I'm going to pause things or slow things down just a little bit. See where we have unemployment. Check if we have any gaps. No, not that I can see. So now we're going to build another farm. I'm going to start with the farm and produce wheat. Okay, let's see. Down to the road. And then maybe down here. Fill in those gaps. 22 of 40. Okay, and we have 1 unemployed. We'll throw him on the farm. So we build the farm first before the windmill and the bakery, because we want to start having a stockpile of the wheat itself. 5 days left. Food might start becoming a problem. Hey, Maya. Let's add maybe a couple more here. And what's going on with Fisherman? Fisherman's Hut. Okay, no chat. Pigsty we can do when we're a town. Condo we can do when we're a small town. That's when we're a town. Amenities. We've not done a street theatre yet. 52 of 54, so we're going to need to build another house. Probably another well. Maybe we can build 4 homesteads up here and then throw a well in the corner just here. How's our stockpile doing? That's okay. Granary is still empty. This one was full. Yeah. World event food. Cancel the cancel. And let's put it there. This is the problem I had before. It wasn't immediately apparent that I had to drop something to pick up that and receive that gift. That's covered our food crisis. And one more day left of our scallywags. Should have enough cash now to build another homestead. There you go. I want to make sure you stay above the curve in terms of having enough accommodation handy. So the farm is built. Let's make sure we assign people. How are we doing for unemployment? Okay, fully employed. Check our overview. Just double check that we don't have any gaps. Apart from that one on the farm where we just need more people. That's good and good. So far we're making pretty decent progress. Nobody's died. A reasonable stockpile of resources. Even got some piggies here that
are those pigs? I hope they don't end up getting eaten.
we can probably turn into a pig farm. What do we need for that? Pigsty town. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at food production. Windmill. Work on those people. Put them to work straight away. 54 of 57, so let's build another house or homestead. Excellent. A bit later in the game, you can build condominiums and that sort of stuff, so the density of population increases, I think. Still got a water problem. I need to throw a well over here. Okay. That stockpile's looking okay. This one is also looking okay, I think. 94 of 30, and this one is 185 of 30. Granary 215 and 52. That should be okay. Enough space now for 60 people when we become a small town. Still waiting for our first harvest of grain. Days and 2 days, let's speed things up. Stone is starting to become an issue, so we're going to need another stone camp. Let's twist things around a touch. I'm going to align perfectly with the road. What's going on here? Looks like that orientation is up here, so let's figure out the road. Let's bring it. Oh, we're short of cash. So look. Let's start here. And then when we have a bit more cash, we can extend it to this part. Accept those people. Got a bit more cash. Let's finish off this. Okay. Slow things down. Overview. Any gaps that I can see? No, looking okay at the moment, but the stone camp should be done. So we've got a space for one person there. Nobody's unemployed. 56 of 60. So we've got enough gap for 2 cycles of new population. And we will need a hero camp pretty soon. What's the desirability looking like? 5, 8, 8, 8, 5. Not super high. 11. Maybe we need some kind of amenity here. When we have 100 gold, we can check to see what the area of effect will be for the theatre. So we have some grain stacked up. What's that looking like? 22 or 40. I think we can expand that a bit more. Let's drop that down here. There you go. I've had problems before when it's been 40 or 40, so I kind of work around half or slightly over half. Stonemason has a long way to walk, and they're a bit slow when it comes to not having roads. So let's build a road up here. See if that helps a bit with the production rate of the stone itself. An explorer. So what do we have to do here? They call us the Explorers Club, and exploring is what we do. So much to discover, reviews and help to explore. Let's see what this does. Inspect and encounter with your hero. So for this one, we need to build a hero quarters. There's a timer on this objective. So we've got 30 days. So that's going to be our next goal. Once we have the cash, we can build the heroes' quarters and then send them off up here to these ruins, and that will then complete the objective. I think we'll build the hero quarters somewhere around here. Let's speed things up a touch. 3 days. Got enough spots for new people. And we're going to get 70 gold on the next coin drop, next set of taxes. One over here, I'm going to check this lumber camp. Maybe here, this area here will be better for the hero camp. Except these guys. Let's see where we can put them. One of two, so put just a stone camp. Okay. So we've got 2 people now on this stone camp up here. I think we're going to have to build another coal production place, what are they called? Coal maker. Soon. You know, we're expanding the number of people. That means more coal is going to be required. Okay, 1 day and we get more taxes. Okay, so we can build the hero quarters now. Yeah, we're going to throw that down over here. There you go. And looks like it just takes wood. Oh no, planks to build. Okay. You've got 20 days left on this objective. So things are looking pretty good.
Oh, what a specimen! Your hero has arrived. The hero is your kingdom's strongest fighter. It can interact with secrets in the realm, level up, and even equip new items. Oh, go on, try giving it an order.
So we have our hero up here. I opened up the armory and I gave him a pretty hat to wear. Nice blue hat you can see here. And gave him a trinket. These are kind of give you, stat buffs. Let's bring him here. And then right click to inspect. Okay, we're now a small town. Get some cash. We can have commoners, which are new people that can join our community. Condominiums. We need commoners for the condominium, for town shops, and to manage the condo itself. Go with town well, sewer drains and cobblestone roads. Looks like the cobblestone roads don't actually do anything at the moment. Let's claim these rewards. Okay, and slow things down just a touch, so we can explore what we have now. Now, the hero, it's an interesting concept, but there's very little for them to do. Only when you have those, artifacts that you can kind of look at. That's it. Which is kind of pretty weird. You can't send him back to his house. You can send him to an empty square. But, that's pretty much it. I'm going to take a look at where we are. So our wood is looking, let's actually pause it. Wood's looking decent. Stone is a bit of an issue. Mostly because we are not essentially producing enough stone for the stone camp. Is it the stone camp? No, not stone camp. It is the stone masonry. They produce quite a lot, so they take 2 stone in and produce 1 stone brick out. And our output from our stone camps is not enough to satisfy what we're doing for building, as well as the stone mason. So basically, we need more space. So to do that, basically, we need to expand our territory. We're looking fairly good, I think, at the moment for the 2 pieces that we have. We've got these 2. This is pretty good for expanding out into. But we need, I think we need more stone. We have a large stone deposit here on the east. Got iron and fish to the south. Trees and sheeps to the west. I'm not sure what Bob Baskin is, but we can explore him a bit later. So I think we're going to take this one here because of that large stone deposit. So it's got a reasonable number of trees. 121, which I think is the kind of highest. Oh no, that has a bit more, but it only has ruins, and I think we need stone more than anything else at the moment, so we're going to buy this one. And because we built our road along the edge, along the boundary of our settlement, now we've got a natural growth area, and a natural growth mechanic out. So let's bring this up, look at resource production, and then there was the stone quarry, which requires a large stone, I don't actually know what that's called. Yeah. So let's have a look. Where's the entrance to this? Not seeing it at the moment. Let's try and choose an orientation that's going to help us out. Maybe something like that. Okay, and then let's build a road. Let's build the road out. I can't actually see where this thing is. This building is gonna have an entrance. Let's have a look. To be honest, I can't tell. So we're going to just build out here. There we go. That should make it a little bit easier. Okay, we're in summertime. So I would also like to build another wheat farm. We have a bit of open land over here, so let's take a look. Look at the farm. Put it here because it's close to the granary. We need at least one attachment. Let's build that, and then we can add other attachments on later. What's going on here? Come on. There's the farm attachments. Okay. And I guess we're out of cash. Oh, bugger. We need more. Let's pause this a second. Where are we? 6 days. 1 day. It should be okay. So we need to build another homestead. And I was worried that because I use up all my coin, we wouldn't have enough coin to build a homestead in time for the next batch of people. But I think we're going to be okay. Speed things up a bit. Slow things down now. There's the condo, but we're not going to build that yet. First, we're going to build another homestead. So we're going to be okay for the next cycle. I need to build a couple. And that should be okay for now. So 5 days, 5 days. Okay. A town well requires 10 stone and 10 planks. So because we built the stone masonry and the sawmill fairly early, we're pretty good for a stockpile. But I'm not quite sure what the range is, so we're going to take a look at that on the next drop of our taxes. We've got 60 population at the moment, with our next milestone becoming a town at 85 people. We also have a brand new objective, which is a townscaper. So if to build a condo, we need a 3x3 foundation around the condo. We need to build a townhouse, a town shop, and welcome commoners. Not really sure where we're going to put that. Let's take a look at this lumber yard. Where are you? Lumber camp. I'm thinking about moving this lumber camp. What do we need? 25 gold. I think we'll do that on the next drop of taxes and we'll move it over here. Fairly certain we get everything back, but better to be safe than sorry. This homestead is almost finished. It should be finished in time for the next drop. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Now, once you have commoners, you then have to make a choice. Okay. So let's confirm that we want those 2 visitors. And now we're going to remove the workers from this lumber camp and then destroy it. And then we're going to build another lumber camp just here, I think. Or maybe there. Let's have a look. If we rotate it, that's probably going to give us the best coverage. Actually, maybe down. Where's that road? Over there. That's not great. Maybe that would be better. Hard to tell. That could work. Let's move it there. And attach the forester. And I want this to be the highest priority. Although we are doing okay for wood. Love our homes, but the area we live could do with some love. Create an area that really impress our neighbours. So the last time I had this one, basically you had to improve the desirability of the homesteads. up to something like 15. So before I want to commit to that, I just want to see where we are. So it's 0, 11, 8, 6, 8. Let's look at the amenities. See, that's going to mean that we need to add two things, which is going to be 200 coin. If we fail to do it, even if we say we just can't help, we lose 5 nobility. And that's 200 coin that really we don't have at the moment. So it looks like the lumber camp is done, so let's bring in those people. Is the stone camp complete? Yeah. So we can hire some people in there. It's going to improve our stone situation. We can look at our overview and look at the population. Scrolling down, this one's full, this lumber camp. And that farm doesn't have anybody assigned to it. So what I'm going to do is I will take one person off there and stick them on that farm. There we go. And then we're going to take a look at this lumber camp. So the issue is that they need a stockpile. And we've got a stockpile that is not too far from everybody else. Okay, let's build that one. I should address that problem. So this is the point where things become, start becoming a bit more tricky. You've got to balance the urgent needs that you have to continue building buildings and make sure you have enough food, but also making sure that you're kind of stockpiling the stuff that is going to be coming down the line. Got a pretty good stock of grain now, so we can start thinking about windmills and bakeries and that sort of stuff. Food is looking okay. I'm just going to pause it. Okay, the biggest issue is going to be, again, housing for people. So we can address that now. Where are we going to build? See, the red areas here are undesirable. And if I keep in mind this world event, that's going to make the most sense. We need to start expanding down here. So maybe let's put it here. This is a homestead. And I don't think we have the resources available to do this, so I'm going to accept the hit now. And it takes it off the list of things that we have to worry about. Got 3 days until our next influx of people. We are paused. Mimi. That's my other cat, Mimi. I think they're indicating that they're getting hungry. So I've been streaming for about 2 hours now, and I think we've made pretty reasonable progress for a new seed. We're in year 3, in the fall. We've got 62 people so far. We have a reasonable income from taxes. We are looking pretty strong to start thinking about condos and so on and so forth. But they do take a chunk of resources. So I just want to make sure that we have enough things like stone brick and planks before we start building that, which we can start tackling tomorrow maybe. Our housing here is a little low. I think this is the first time we can only accept one person immediately. 2 people want to stay, but we just don't have the homesteads yet to make that happen, although it's pretty close. You don't have to decide immediately. You do have a few days to make the choice. This one's now done, so we can actually hit the increase button and welcome 2 visitors in. Bring things down. I'm going to pause it for now. So that's it, folks. Fuzili, the name of our settlement. We have 3 squares under our control at the moment. One is pretty fully utilized. One is about, I don't know, 1/3. And we have another one here which we've barely started, but we moved into this because we wanted this quarry in place. So that's looking pretty reasonable so far, I think. 64 people, well on our way to the next milestone, which is a town, and a pretty decent tax income. So thank you for watching, for tuning in. If you were here live, awesome, fantastic, thank you very much. If you're watching this later, then thanks for watching. Please do like and subscribe. It helps me a great deal in growing the channel, and it lets YouTube know the types of content that you do enjoy. Thank you. Until next time, have an awesome weekend. Ciao, ciao.